It's Wednesday, and we're still waiting on the Fed. That's our top story today on the Wall Report. I'm your host, Greta Wall. The central bank will let us all know what they're going to do about surging inflation in just about 2 hours. Chairman Jerome Powell will then speak to the media to explain their plans. But guess what? We probably won't be hearing transitory come out of his mouth anymore because inflation is not transitory, and he's admitted it. That was evident in the latest inflation readings, and the impact was seen in retail sales for November. The typical start to the holiday shopping season was disappointing. Let's take a look at those numbers. Retail sales rose just 0.3% last month versus expectations for a 0.8% increase. Core retail sales, meantime, also came in weak, rising 0.2% versus the 0.9% forecast. Now, both numbers were a slowdown from October. Shoppers got hit with higher prices in November, with inflation at a 39-year high, and the supply chain issues pushed shopping earlier, meaning many people started all the way back in October. But one thing Americans are still buying is homes, and home builders are benefiting from the lack of existing homes on the market. The National Association of Home Builders Sentiment Index rose 1 point this month to 84, tying with February for the highest reading of the year. The increase comes as strong buyer demand outweighs rising cost and supply chain issues for builders. But the chief economist at NAHB said they do expect higher interest rates in 2022 to put a damper on the booming demand. And the SEC chairman is calling for stronger insider trading rules as executive stock sales hit a record high this year. Executives can currently protect themselves from insider trading accusations by announcing their plans to sell stock in advance. That's what Tesla CEO Elon Musk is doing. He's executing sales that he announced earlier this year, currently. But SEC Chairman Gary Gensler says he does not think the existing rules go far enough. He wants there to be a 120-day cooling off period for company executives after they announce their portfolio plans. His proposal would also ban overlapping stock sale plans and allow just one single trade plan every 12 months. Now, over in Congress, executives from the big U.S. airlines will be in the hot seat today in the Senate. The CEOs of American, United, and Southwest Airlines, as well as Delta's chief of operations, will face questions about the mass flight cancellations and staffing shortages earlier this year, despite receiving $54 billion in taxpayer-funded aid. Those companies face scrutiny for having staffing problems when the payroll aid was meant to prevent layoffs. But the airlines got around that by encouraging workers to take voluntary time off through buyouts, leaves of absence, or temporary reduced pay. Let's take a look at these charts. The shares of all 4 airlines are down in today's session as they get ready for this hearing in the Senate. Now, the airlines are struggling to hire enough employees to meet rising demand. Maybe they should have kept all their employees. Kind of what the payroll aid was meant to do. And in some other congressional news, Democrats have raised the debt ceiling by $2.5 trillion. The bill is still awaiting the president's signature, just hours before the Treasury Department's deadline to avoid a default. The increase was passed along party lines in both chambers of Congress after Republicans agreed to a framework allowing Democrats to pass it by just a simple majority vote in the Senate. And in case you missed this, Elon Musk is still the ultimate Twitter troll. His latest victim, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. She sent out this tweet on Monday, accusing the richest man in the world of being a freeloader and not paying his taxes. Musk, though, didn't hold back in his response. You can see here. First, he said, "Stop projecting," linking to a story about her lies about being Native American. Next, we have this Jim. "You remind me of when I was a kid, and my friend's angry mom would just randomly yell at everyone for no reason." And then my personal favorite there, "Please don't call the manager on me, Senator Karen." A few hours later, though, he went back for more. Musk told Warren that he will pay more taxes than any American in history this year and took a dig at the Democrats' out-of-control spending in Congress. So what do you think about Musk's tweets? Should he keep this up or calm it down? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you don't miss out. I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for the Wall Report, same time, same place.